spend the weekend with me in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. We were leaving Wednesday night this time because we were doing a fun experience on Thursday. The Wi-Fi was so good on the train this time. I was able to stream the Blue Jays game. And we were up early Thursday morning because we're doing the pit lane walk. I won a contest. Full video on this coming soon. Then we spent the rest of Thursday shopping. We went to Simon's, our favorite store. We also went to some thrift stores before heading out to dinner with my uncle who lives in Montreal. It was also the Stanley Cup playoffs and we saw so many jerseys. I kept track over the weekend. We saw 34 Thursday. It was Friday morning. We fueled up with some breakfast before heading out to the racetrack. Friday morning was free practice. We had the same seats as last year at T34, which is inside the hairpin. Afterwards, we got some lunch. I got this really good chicken Slovaki. New this year, they had F2 and F1 academies, so you were able to walk around the garages for free. It was a fun activation. And then it was time for sprint qualifying. Took the metro back to our hotel and enjoyed some free wine before heading to Crescent Street to see their free little festival. And then the final jersey count for Friday was 22. It was super busy Saturday getting to the racetrack, but I think that's because everyone wanted to get there for the sprint. The energy was high though, and the sprint was so much fun. After the sprint, we went to the fan zone and did some of the free activations over there. I also got to meet one of my favorite F1 influencers, Brandon from Full Time Formula. Check him out. We sat by the river and had some lunch. Today's lunch was a hot dog and some churros. They were delicious. The afternoon's activities included the F2 race, and there was so much drama right in front of us. And then it was qualifying afterwards. We had to book it right after qualifying because we had a reservation to go to a pub to watch the Canadians game, and we did not want to be late. They did lose, but the jersey count was insane. I lost track, but I easily saw over 250 jerseys. And it was Sunday race day. We fueled up with some breakfast and headed to the F1 hub downtown. Whoever designed their merch did such a good job. It was very quiet getting to the racetrack because it was freezing cold and raining. I had some drinks to help warm me up before the race, but as you can see, it was cloudy and around 13 degrees. My fingers were so cold, so I barely got any videos during the actual race, but it was such a good race. If you haven't seen the highlights yet, I would highly recommend checking it. Such a fun race to see in person. Got some soup and then had an early night. On our half day on Monday, we of course had to get bagels. We tried out Fairmont's this time before taking the train home. I got my brother watching off campus, and I spent the train ride editing videos. Thanks for spending the weekend with me.